I just want to ask you, at the epicenter of the college football world today, what is the reaction of a student body that's just filing back in? Classes began this week, more than 50,000 undergrads. What's the scene there?
Well, Zubin, there were a handful of very vocal fans outside the loading dock area where Urban Meyer's car was parked all day since 9:30 this morning. They were chanting things like Michigan, five-letter word. They were chanting Urban Meyer's name. They were chanting Free Urban. But it was a small minority of the 60,000 students on this campus. It was just a handful of people. And then when Urban Meyer left the scene about 15 minutes ago, they again chanted his name, Urban Meyer, as he walked toward his car to leave the proceedings. I agree with a lot of the things I've heard earlier this evening as you've been talking to some of our colleagues. First of all, it was striking. My colleague Greg Amonte was the one who asked the question about whether Urban Meyer has a message for Courtney Smith, and it was an opportunity for Urban Meyer to make a heartfelt statement about both Courtney Smith, the victim here, and about domestic violence in general. And all he could utter was, I'm just sad about the situation. I just wish the situation had not happened. And he did not show any empathy. He did not personalize anything for Courtney Smith. I was also struck by the fact that Mary Jo White, the lead investigator, in her report and her notes said that neither Gene Smith nor Urban Meyer attempted to condone or cover up the domestic abuse allegations by Zach Smith. But at this point, we don't know what she means by that. We know that they were not reported to compliance by Gene Smith or by Urban Meyer, and so in what way did they not condone or cover up these domestic allegations? And further, Zach Smith, as Urban Meyer pointed out, he did talk about his loyalty to his mentor, the grandfather of Zach Smith, Earl Bruce. And we knew about that story, but it seems like there's more to it than that. There were red flags. Urban Meyer knew about them since 2009. Was it purely his loyalty to his mentor, Earl Bruce, or was it something about the contributions that Zach Smith was making to Ohio State University that allowed Urban Meyer to turn a blind eye to this man who had been in the news for domestic abuse in 2009 and then again in 2015. We still don't know why it took until 2018 for Urban Meyer to fire Zach Smith. He said he followed his heart rather than his head, but it seems like there were many things left unsaid. And Urban Meyer generally seemed somewhat unfocused. He had many reporters repeat the question. He didn't seem to be all there. And secondly, when he was asked pointedly whether he thought he should have been suspended, he never directly answered the question. You really got a strong sense that he didn't think he should have been suspended. All he would say is, I trust and fully support our president.